Good evening, everyone. Andy Close here with the YDL Sports Network. And tonight from Couple Stadium on Pittsburgh's South Side, we have PIAA Class 2A first round matchup between the District 9 champion Central Clarion Wildcats and the District 8 Pittsburgh City League champion Westinghouse Bulldogs. We're going to take a quick 3-minute break to thank some of our sponsors, and we'll be right back with the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg pregame show. You are listening to high school football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM in Clarion.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging Swift Kennedy & Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy & Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy & Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
All right, welcome again. Once again, I am Andy Close for the YDL Sports Network, and we are live at Couple Stadium in Pittsburgh on the south side for PIAA Class 2A playoff football. The Central Clarion Wildcats and the Westinghouse Bulldogs. You're inside the Allegheny Grill, the Swift Kennedy & Company pregame show, the official insurance agency of Your Daily Local LLC, the parent company of D9and10sports.com. Swift Kennedy & Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency. Our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy & Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com. Swift Kennedy & Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. You are on the drive to the game, powered by the Warren Tire Center. Warren Tire Center, make sure you get to the game in comfort. Visit them online at warrentire.com. And the stream, as always, brought to you by the Computer Guru in Leaper. Visit them online at thecomputerguru.net. All right, folks, let's set the stage for you. We got about 15 minutes to kick off here between Central Clarion and Westinghouse. Westinghouse, the Pittsburgh City League 2A champion. And last week in their PIAA sub-regional, a 59-7 win over Berlin Brothers Valley out of District 5. Central Clarion, of course, the District 9 champion, following a 35-0 win over Brookville. And again, Westinghouse unbeaten and ranked third in the state at 11-0, and Central Clarion at 10-1. Just for those of you, our listeners who might not be familiar with Westinghouse, they are a power, beating teams by an average of 38 points per game, outscoring them 514-93 on the season. Again, last week they won their sub-regional 59-7 over Berlin Brothers Valley. Also own a win this season over Steel High, a traditional power that was early in the season. They won that game 39-18 and beat Alderdice 40-8 to win their 38th league title before beating Chestnut Ridge 48-15. Again, Westinghouse under the direction of Dante Green and Central Clarion, Davey Eggleton. Against Berlin, just to give you a clue of how explosive this Westinghouse offense is, 589 yards of offense, 330 of which came in the first half. And it all starts with their quarterback, Keyshawn Marcillo. Really, if you listen to and read various outlets throughout the state, perhaps the top uncommitted quarterback in the state of Pennsylvania. He is a special talent for the Bulldogs. And again, 340 yards and 5 touchdowns through the air in the win over Berlin last week. Devin Jones and Sincere Smith were his top targets last week. Devin Jones, 132 yards receiving. Sincere Smith, 108 yards receiving for Westinghouse in the win last week. And Khalil Taylor also 2 rushing touchdowns on just 10 carries and 77 yards on the ground for Khalil Taylor last week in the win over Berlin. Central Clarion, meanwhile, only loss of the season to Red Bank Valley in the regular season finale. Again, the 35-0 win over Brookville last week. And it all started on the defensive end for the Wildcats. They limited Brookville to 121 yards of total offense. And the defense is led by Ryan Hummel, the District 9 Region 1 defensive MVP. He had 17 tackles in that game, and Jace Ferguson also had an interception in that game. Of course, we'll see Jace featured prominently, the Central Clarion quarterback. He also has 6 interceptions on the season defensively for Central Clarion. Hummel averages 12.5 tackles per game for a defense that has forced 39 turnovers on the season, 21 of them interceptions. And you have to figure that that will have to continue tonight for them to come out on top. But offensively, they, much like Westinghouse, they have been a big play offense this season. Has Central Clarion 29 passing touchdowns, 25 rushing touchdowns, 4 defensive touchdowns. Again, Jace Ferguson, the quarterback, Ashton Rex, his top target, 58 receptions, 1,516 yards, and 13 touchdowns for Ashton Rex. And also, Dawson Smale checks in at 26 receptions for 505 yards and 7 TDs. And Tommy Smith, 18 receptions for 354 yards and 6 touchdowns for the Wildcats. Again, Ferguson's numbers, they're impressive. 123 of 216 through the air, 32 touchdowns. Has been intercepted 15 times, however, kind of a traditional gunslinger you call perhaps Jace Ferguson. He'll also be featured prominently in the Central Clarion rushing attack as well, along with Connor Kupnitsky for the Wildcats. Kupnitsky leading the ground game for Central Clarion, 99 carries, 631 yards, and 10 touchdowns, while Ferguson has carried the ball 112 times for 518 yards and 7 touchdowns for the Wildcats. We are about 10 minutes from kickoff here from, again, Couple Stadium on Pittsburgh's South Side here on East Carson Street. It's a beautiful night for football. It's a cold night for football. Temperatures around 30 degrees as both teams getting warmed up here. We're going to take another break. We'll take a 90-second break here and be back with our players to watch, powered by All-American Awards and Engraving, and Keys to the Game, brought to you by the Rehab Center. Again, we'll be back in 90 seconds. You're listening to high school football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM in Clarion.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com. With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Welcome back. Andy Close here for the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM, getting set as we inch closer, about 7 minutes from kickoff here between Central Clarion and Westinghouse. PIAA Class 2A, I guess we call it a Sweet 16 game. The winner will advance to the PIAA quarterfinals next week against the District 10 champion, either Farrell or Sharpsville. That game will be played tomorrow at 7 p.m. at Wilmington High School. That's time for players to watch, brought to you by All-American Awards and Engraving. All-American Awards and Engraving can put almost anything on almost everything. Visit them online at allamericanhq.com. And I'll start with the Central Clarion Wildcats. And for me, you have to, Westinghouse is going to get their yards. What you want to try and do is kind of keep them between the 20s, kind of bend but don't break. This is an offense that can explode for big plays. And they've pulled away from teams in a hurry in many of their games this season. And for me, it all starts with Ryan Hummel. He is the leader of that Central Clarion defense. Region 1 defensive MVP, 12.5 tackles per game, had 17 in the shutout win over Brookville last week. Again, I don't think anyone's expecting a shutout here tonight, but for Central Clarion to stay in this ball game, potentially pull off the win, that defense is going to have to be special once again tonight, and that starts with the man in the middle, Ryan Hummel, for the Wildcats. Now, turning our attention to Westinghouse, listen, not going to pull any punches here. Keyshawn Morcillo, the quarterback, is a special talent. Again, 350 yards through the air and 5 touchdowns last week. Considered to be one of the top senior quarterback prospects in the state of Pennsylvania. Slowing him down, obviously, much easier said than done, but will be critical, again, for Central Clarion tonight. I think more than anything, as I said, Westinghouse is going to make plays. They're fast. They're physical. The key for Central Clarion will be to kind of bend but don't break. Don't give up those long touchdowns, but buckle down when you have to, and try and really inside the red zone try and limit their opportunities. But again, Westinghouse, this is both of these teams are big play offenses. Again, Westinghouse, the Pittsburgh City League champion, Central Clarion, the District 9 champion, the first District 9 champion for Central Clarion. Again, of course, Clarion, Limestone combining their programs a few years back, and really hasn't hasn't missed a beat. This is although they won their first District 9 title under new moniker, this is a program. Theoretically, it's new, but anyone that's familiar with the Clarion football knows the expectations are high, and these kids really, you could kind of see it coming last year. And they came into the season with very high expectations, and obviously, if you're still playing football on November 18th, you're doing a lot of things right. And it looks like the two teams are coming out for the coin toss here, so we'll let you know who wins the toss and what they elect to do. Again, captains for Central Clarion, got Ryan Hummel out there. Brady Quinn as well for Central Clarion. Morcillo out there for Westinghouse, as is Roderick Jeter, as well as number 51, James Williams, big defensive lineman, senior. Kind of perched up here. Want to thank all the fine folks here at Couple Stadium in Pittsburgh for helping make this broadcast possible, as well as all of our fine sponsors this evening. Officials still going over things with the team captains here as we await the result of the coin toss. Again, a brisk night from Couple Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Temperatures dipping down into the high 20s. I got down here this morning, actually. Had some other business to tend to in the area, but a little nasty on the way down. It's cleared up. Once I got to the city, though, it was nice. And it's clear. There's no snow on the ground, but it is cold. It is definitely November 18th. The weather definitely feels like November 18th, I should say. Westinghouse has won the toss, and they will defer. And Central Clarion will receive the opening kickoff. And we're going to, right now, get in our keys to the game, powered by the Rehab Center, with 8 locations to serve you, including Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning. And for Central Clarion, again, defensively, I think the key is limit the big plays. Westinghouse is going to get their yards. They've done it against everyone they've played this season, but really try and limit the big plays. And we'll get into our other keys after we pause 60 seconds for the national anthem. We'll be right back. You're listening to High School Football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
A couple stadiums in Pittsburgh getting set for these Wildcats Bulldogs. We'll get the football to start the
All right, welcome back to Couple Stadium in Pittsburgh, where Central Clarion and Westinghouse getting set to do battle in the PIAA Class 2A first round. Again, the winner to get the Farrell Sharpsville winner next week in the PIAA quarterfinals. And for those of you who are joining us on D9 10 Sports, YDL Sports Network, we will, even though this is an audio-only broadcast, we will have the scoreboard available there, as you can see. And Westinghouse, the home team, gray, blue, and yellow. Gray jerseys with yellow numbering. And Central Clarion in their white jerseys with blue trim. They will receive the opening kickoff. This opening quarter brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. Looking for something to do? Look no further than Warren County, where there's always something to do. Check them out online at wcvb.net/events. All right, so Dawson Smale is deep for Central Clarion as we get set to go here. Westinghouse to kick off. And we are underway. And Rex will take it about the 15. He's across the 20, the 25, to about the 26. And that's where the Wildcats will take over first and 10. I hope if I start the clock there, huh? So 5 seconds run off the clock on the kickoff. And Central Clarion will come out first and 10. All right. So, Central Clarion first and 10. Jace Ferguson in the gun for the Wildcats. Hummel sidecar left. And Ferguson fumbles the snap, and he's going to have to fall on it, and he'll lose a yard. So, disaster averted on the opening play for Central Clarion. As Ferguson never really, snap was a little low. He never really got it off clean. So it'll be second and about, call about 15 back to the 20-yard line for the Wildcats. Trips to the left for Ferguson. One receiver here near side. Ferguson looks to throw. He has a complete, no, he does dropped. So that was Ashton Rex he was looking for, his leading receiver on the season. So that'll set up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third down for Central Clarion. When you get backed up, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and AC to get you moving again. Visit them online at lutonsplumbing.com. So third and 15 after the incompletion by Ferguson. Ball sitting on the 21-yard line. Again, trips to the far side. One receiver here to the near side for Ferguson. And Ferguson rolling, looking. He's got a man out there. That's dropped again by Ashton Rex. So they're usually sure-handed Ashton Rex. The first one was a tough catch. That one is one he probably tells you he should have had. So that'll set up a fourth and long and a punting situation here for the Wildcats. All right. Snail back in punt formation for Central Clarion. And we got to bear with me here, at least in early going. These numbers hard to read for Westinghouse. Kick is going to bounce around midfield, take a Central Clarion bounce, and be downed at the 41-yard line. So that's where Westinghouse will take over first and 10 on that Fran Morelli sales and service punt. So Keyshawn Morcillo will lead the Westinghouse offense onto the field. Again, folks, this is an explosive offense. They have outscored their opponents on the season by a wide margin, 514-93. As Morcillo will come out, he'll have a sidecar to his left. That is Khalil Taylor with Morcillo in the backfield. Taylor gets the carry, sidesteps a defender. He's across the 40 to the 45, call it the 46. So a gain of 5 for Taylor on the opening play from scrimmage for Westinghouse. And Khalil Taylor scored a couple of touchdowns last week in the win over Berlin Brothers Valley. That will set up a second down and 5. And again, the give to Taylor. He's across the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, down to about the 21-yard line before he's dragged out of bounds. So Taylor, again, a big-time run of 33 yards. And Westinghouse approaching the Pizza Hut red zone. We are it's time to order a fresh hot pizza at Pizza Hut, where nobody out pizzas the Hut. Order now online at pizzahut.com. So again, Morcillo will have Taylor sidecar left. And Morcillo this time is going to look to the air. He's got a man, but too tall. And he did have a receiver open there. It would look like Sincere Smith. So pass incomplete on Morcillo's first attempt of the game. That'll set up a 2nd and 10 from the Central Clarion 21-yard line. Roderick Jeter, number 6. Now Morcillo's going to take off. He's across the 20, across the 15, down to about the 13, where he'll be marked out of bounds. So a gain of 8 for Keyshawn Morcillo on 2nd and 10, and that'll set up a short Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down for the Bulldogs. A ball marked actually at the 14, so called a gain of 7. That was 3rd and 3 from the 14. Morcillo takes the shotgun snap. He's going to look to throw. He's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Oh, so what a play for the Bobcat defense, as in there was Braylon Beckwith, number 30, the first man there. And so a big play for the Central Clarion defense. The ball now back about the 27-yard line, or excuse me, the 22-yard line. So call a loss of 8 on the sack. And they'll set up a 4th and 11 from the 23 as we take under 10 minutes to play here on a running first quarter clock. Morcillo has Sincere Smith out to the left and a trio of receivers to his right. 4th and 11 from the Central Clarion 23. Morcillo looking. He's going to lob it for Sincere Smith, and that is incomplete. No flags on the play, and the Central Clarion defense holds. So again, what we talked about coming in, Westinghouse able to drive between the 20s, but Central Clarion gets a big stop, again set up by the sack by Braylon Beckwith. And Central Clarion will take over on downs, 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line, 9:23 to go here in the first quarter, brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. And Central Clarion went 3 and out on their opening possession. Ferguson from the gun has a trips to his left. There's a handoff to Kopnitsky. Kopnitsky is going to be chased down. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage? No, I don't think he did. So call it a loss of 1 on 1st down. They'll set up a 2nd and 11 for the Wildcats. Again, Kopnitsky tried to bounce that outside, and you see the speed of the Westinghouse defense on full display there. So loss of 1 will set up a 2nd and 11 from the 22. Ferguson in the gun has 2 receivers to his near side. And Kopnitsky is sidecar. Ferguson fakes the handoff. Now he looks to throw. He's flushed and he's sacked. Ferguson taken down at about the 18-yard line. So call it a loss of 4 for Jace Ferguson. It looked like Keyshawn Robinson in on the sack there for Westinghouse. That'll set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15, brought to you by Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning for the Central Clarion Wildcats. So 3rd and 15 for the Wildcats. Ferguson, shotgun formation. He looks to throw. Plenty of time. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his left, and fires it along the sideline, and that is incomplete. Looking in the direction of Dawson Smale, would have been short of the sticks anyway, so that'll set up a 4th and long for Central Clarion. 7:57 to go here in the opening quarter, brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. So Smale back in punt formation for Central Clarion. Taylor standing at about his own 45. Here's the punt. And low line drive kick hits at midfield. Taylor's going to let it roll. And it's going to be down by Central Clarion at their 43-yard line. And that is where Westinghouse will take over on their second possession, 1st and 10. We'll check everything. There's a flag. And we'll check the flag. And the punt was downed at the Westinghouse 43-yard line. And it looks like this is going to go against Westinghouse. Haven't seen an official indication yet. Okay, we have a hold on the return on Westinghouse. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty. And that will back Westinghouse up to their own 34-yard lines where the ball is put down. So Bulldogs take over their 1st and 10. No score, 7:47 to go here in the first quarter from Couples Stadium in Pittsburgh. Morcillo will go from the gun, has 2 receivers to his far side, 1 to his near side. Here's a pitch to Taylor, and Taylor's going to lose yardage again. That's Beckwith. So, and Brandon Beckwith is fired up, or Braylon Beckwith, is fired up, as he should be. Back-to-back big-time plays on defense, and that's going to be, well, that's going to be a loss of 6 on the play. And now 2nd and 16 from the 28-yard line for Westinghouse. Morcillo looks like he's checking with his receivers there, has 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. And there's a handoff to Taylor. He's across the 30, down to about the 33, maybe the 34. So call it a gain of 5 for Taylor. That'll set up a 3rd, and about 11 for Westinghouse. 3rd down is brought to you by Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. When you get back up, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and AC to get you going again. Visit them online at lutonsplumbing.com. So 3rd and 11, Westinghouse, 6:50 to go, running first quarter clock. And Morcillo back to pass. Here's a screen pass, and that's going to be incomplete. Looking for Taylor, and he had room to run, but Morcillo kind of short-armed that one a little bit, and that'll set up a 4th and 11 for Westinghouse with 6:28 to go here in the first quarter. So early on, the Central Clarion defense standing tall against this high-powered Westinghouse offense. And here's the punt. A little bit of a high snap. It's handled, a low line drive kick and a bounce at the 45 and take a Westinghouse roll inside the 30 to the 28. And that's where the Bulldogs will down it, and Central Clarion will take over. So, again, 1st and 10 for Central Clarion from their own 28-yard line. Again, other action on the YDL Sports Network tonight. District 9 Class 1A title game. It's Port Allegheny and Brockway. Brian Hagberg and Sean Lathrop on the call from Parkway Field. We've got other action tonight. Clearfield is in action and down Hollidaysburg against Central Martinsburg. Here's a handoff to Kopnitsky, and he's going nowhere. He's going to lose yardage back to about the 24, so call it a loss of 4. And not much doing for the Central Clarion ground game here early on. In fact, -9 yards on 3 carries against this Westinghouse defense as we pass the midway point here of the opening quarter, brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. So 2nd and 14 for Central Clarion from their own 24-yard line as Rex comes out to the near side. Ferguson has a receiver to the far side as well. Kopnitsky sidecar. Now he's looking for Rex. He's got him, but he is bottled up. He got back to the line of scrimmage on that quick pass there, but no more. First completion of the game for either team, but it goes for a net no gain. That'll set up another 3rd and long for the Wildcats. So 3rd and 14 for Central Clarion As again, Ferguson will send a pair of receivers to his right. Mason Burford is receiver to the near side. And Ferguson back to pass, and that's in and out of the hands of Rex. That would have been a tough catch. So 4th and long for Central Clarion. It has been tough sledding for the Wildcats here in the early going against this vaunted Westinghouse defense. Smale will go back in punt formation for the 3rd time already here in the opening quarter, brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. And here's the kick. It's a good one, but it is returnable. And fielded there by Sincere Smith, and he's got a block, and he's down the sideline. Sincere Smith will score, but there is a flag on the play. So Sincere Smith into the end zone, but it looks like this one might be coming back. And a flag down around the Central Clarion 43-yard line. And it is, in fact, against Westinghouse. So wipe the touchdown off the board for Sincere Smith. And it is a hold on Westinghouse. Or there are actually two holds. The first one was declined by Central Clarion. Second one accepted. Again, the flag right around, not the 43, the 33, excuse me there. Ball will be marked back, I think, around the Central Clarion 43. It will indeed. So, nevertheless, Westinghouse with great starting field position at the Central Clarion 43 to begin their 3rd possession of the game. Again, no score here. Central Clarion and Westinghouse, 4:37 to go, first quarter here on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM. Keyshawn Marcillo from the shotgun. Here's a handoff to Khalil Taylor. He sidesteps a man and gets down to about the 37, maybe the 36. Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 37, so call it a gain of 6. That was not Khalil Taylor. There's actually Roderick Jeter on the carry. So Roderick Jeter picks up 6. And it'll be 2nd and 4 for Westinghouse at the Central Clarion 37-yard line. Marcillo hands it off. And again, I think that's Jeter again. It is. And he's down to about the 35. Yep. So gain of a couple there for Jeter. That'll set up a 3rd and 2 for Westinghouse from the Central Clarion 35-yard line. 3:35 to go here, running first quarter clock. Marcillo will send 3 receivers to his right, and this is going to be a quarterback draw all the way. Marcillo has a first down and then some inside the 30, and he's knocked out of bounds by Ashton Rex at about the 27. So call it a gain of 8 for Keyshawn Marcillo, and that is a Tynesta Builder Supply first down for Westinghouse. With locations in Chippenville and Tynesta, visit them online at tynestabuilders.us. So Marcillo, they call it a gain of 7 as the ball's marked at the 28. And that's where Westinghouse will have it 1st and 10. And it looks like we have an officials timeout here. We have an equipment issue. And looks like Deshaun, or no, that's Marcillo, excuse me. Number 4. These Westinghouse numbers are very hard to read here. Gray jerseys with yellow numbering. So 1st and 10 for Westinghouse at the Central Clarion 28. Marcillo got that equipment issue sorted out. And that's going to be flared out to the right side and incomplete. And thought for a second that might be a live ball, but no, ruled incomplete. So it will be 2nd and 10 for Westinghouse from the Central Clarion 28-yard line with 3:19 to go in the opening quarter. Brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. So Morcillo will once again operate from the gun as he gets the play from the sideline. Still 12 seconds left on the play clock. And Morcillo looks like he has Jeter there. Sidecar left has two receivers to his far side, one to the near side. The give is to Jeter. Jeter's got some room inside the 20, sidesteps a man and gets down to about the 15, where that will be a first down for Westinghouse. Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. So 1st and 10 for Westinghouse at the Central Clarion 15 there inside the Pizza Hut red zone. Order a fresh hot pizza at Pizza Hut, where no one out pizzas the hut at pizzahut.com. And now we have a stoppage here as the officials check with 3:08 to go here in the opening quarter. No score, Central Clarion and Westinghouse. And didn't see a flag. Again, I think we have another equipment issue there. So 3:08 to go on a running first quarter clock. Westinghouse 1st and 10 from the Central Clarion 15-yard line. Morcillo from the shotgun. That's going to be a handoff to Taylor, it looks like. Or excuse me, no, that was not Taylor. That was Keyshawn Robinson. And give him again a couple down to the Clarion 13. Again, these Westinghouse, the numbers on the Westinghouse jerseys, very hard to read as we have a 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs from the Central Clarion 13-yard line. Morcillo's going to keep it himself this time. He's got some room. He's inside the 10 and powers inside the 5 down to about the 3, where he will have a first down. It'll be 1st and goal to go for Westinghouse after the 10-yard run by Keyshawn Morcillo. Here's a handoff, and cutting back for the touchdown is Keyshawn Robinson. So Westinghouse is on the board first on the Keyshawn Robinson 2-yard touchdown run, or 3-yard touchdown run, I should say, for Keyshawn Robinson at the 2:15 mark of the opening quarter. And Westinghouse will line up to go for 2 here. Morcillo from the gun. Morcillo looks here. Pass is complete. And the 2-point conversion is good. So 8-0. Westinghouse leads with 2:15 to go in the opening quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break and be right back. You are listening to high school football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM in Clarion.
Located at 229 Liberty Street in downtown Warren, Freedom Investment Management Group has a passion for helping people manage and preserve their wealth. Partners Rob Maring and Dave Close, along with all the professionals at Freedom Investment Management Group, are committed to providing the highest level of service to our clients. Every member of our team is experienced, educated, and passionate. We intentionally maintain a low client-to-team member ratio so that we can consistently deliver concierge-like service. Simply put, we are not like many other wealth management firms. Come experience the difference. Visit us online at freedomwealthcoach.com.
All right, welcome back here to Couple Stadium on Pittsburgh's South Side with 2:15 to go in the opening quarter. It's Westinghouse 8, Central Clarion nothing. Can update the scoreboard there. That would help. Again, Westinghouse on the board. And Burford and Smale back deep for Central Clarion. We got flags. And so hold everything here. Again, it is 8-0 Westinghouse. After the Robinson 2-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion was good. So 8-0. And Westinghouse will kick again. After the 5-yard penalty against the Bulldogs, they'll now kick off from their own 35-yard line. Again, Westinghouse on the board, leading 8-0, 2:15 to go here in the opening quarter, brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. And there's the kickoff, and that's going to be taken at about the 23-yard line by Rex. Rex across the 30, 35, 40, and he's tripped up as he nears the 45-yard line. Making the play there for Westinghouse was Musa Bangora. So with 2:08 to go here in the opening quarter, Central Clarion will take over with their best starting field position of the game from their own 45-yard line, as Jace Ferguson leads the offense back out onto the field. So again, a strong return. That had the penalty on the kickoff, and then the return, and Central Clarion with the ball first and 10 at their own 45-yard line. 2:08 to go here in the opening quarter. Ferguson, Nitsky sidecar left. Now man comes in motion. That's Rex, and Ferguson fakes the handoff. He'll keep it himself, and maybe gets a yard. Yeah, give Jace Ferguson a gain of 1. Again, this Westinghouse defense, they are fast. So, again, a lot of moving parts there for Central Clarion on that play as we tick under 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. But a good job by the Westinghouse defense limiting Ferguson to just a gain of a yard there. 2nd and 9 from the 46. Wildcats in no hurry here. Still 10 seconds left on the play clock. Now Ferguson will operate from the gun. And there's a motion man, fake to him, and Ferguson now is flush from the pocket. Ferguson just going to flip it out there, and that pass is complete. Getting a first down and then some for Central Clarion is Ryan Hummel inside the Westinghouse 40 to the 39 on a 15-yard gain from Jace Ferguson to Ryan Hummel. So much needed for the Central Clarion offense, really their first play of any significance in this ball game, as Ferguson made a man miss, and Hummel was all alone in the flat. Gain of 15 as we take under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. 1st and 10 Central Clarion from the Westinghouse 39. Ferguson shotgun snap and hold everything. We're going to have a pre-snap penalty here. I think we're going to get a procedure call here against Central Clarion. And it is indeed against the Wildcats. So now it'll be 1st and 15 for Central Clarion from the Westinghouse 44-yard line with 50 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. And Westinghouse holding an 8-0 lead. And clock will run. Again, the first round of the AA state playoffs. District 8 champion Westinghouse. District 9 champion Central Clarion. As Ferguson from the 44 in the gun sends a couple of receivers here to the near side. Has Kopnitsky sidecar right. And Ferguson back to pass, and he is going to be leveled. As a couple of Westinghouse defenders in there on the play. And that might be the final play of the opening quarter, as that was a huge loss. Loss of 8 on the play, so it'll set up a 2nd and 23, and that will indeed be the final play of the opening quarter. So a quarter in the books here in this PIAA Class 2A playoff game. It's Westinghouse 8, Central Clarion nothing. We'll be right back after this 60-second break. You're listening to high school football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM in Clarion.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
Welcome back to Couple Stadium, Pittsburgh, set for the second quarter. It's Westinghouse A, Central Clarion nothing. Second quarter brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club. The course is awesome. The food is even better. Hunter Station Golf Club, just outside of Tonesta. Visit them online at hunterstation.com. Second and 25 for Central Clarion from their own 46 after the sack to Jace Ferguson. Ferguson's going to be back to pass here. He's flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere to go, and he is brought down again. And loss of 7 on the play. So it's going to be 3rd and a mile here. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd down for Central Clarion. As the ball's now sitting on Central Clarion's own 39-yard line after the loss of 7. So the punting, or excuse me, that was 2nd down. My apologies, because there was a penalty. All right. So anyway, 3rd and a mile, 3rd and 32 here for Central Clarion from their own 39. Ferguson back in the gun, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ferguson rolls far side, looking to throw under duress, and he's going to be brought down. He actually picked up actually picked up about 4 yards on that play, but it's still going to be 4th and a mile for the Wildcats. As we tick under 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Again, Westinghouse leading Central Clarion 8-0. Keyshawn Robinson, a 3-yard first quarter touchdown run for the Bulldogs. And it's going to be Dawson Smale going back in punt formation for Central Clarion. Sincere Smith back deep for Westinghouse. Low snap, Smale fields it, low line drive, kicks, Sincere Smith bobbles it, now fields it at about his own 25, and he's going to be drugged down there. And a nice tackle on the play by Connor Kupnitsky. So Westinghouse will take over 1st and 10. And let's see where they put the ball down. Looks like the 26. Again, great play by Kupnitsky. And Sincere Smith bobbled that ball. Still looked like he might have the edge, but a better play by Kupnitsky on the tackle. So the ball is put down on the 26-yard line. That's where Westinghouse will take over. 1st and 10, 10:24 to go here in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. 8-0 Westinghouse. Morcillo will come out in the shotgun. Got 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. And here's a handoff to Robinson. And he's going to get a couple. And they actually call it a gain of 1 to the 27. So a minimal gain there for Robinson. That will set up a second. Well, now they put the ball down. Yep, 27, gain of 1. So 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs. From their own 27, Robinson sidecar with Morcillo, 2 receivers near side, 2 far side. Now a man comes in motion, that's Sincere Smith. And Morcillo's going to look that way, gets it out to Smith. He's across the 25, out to about the 30 where he's knocked out of bounds by Hummel. So ball is going to be marked the 31, so call it a gain of 5. That'll set up a 3rd and short for Westinghouse. That is the first completion of the game for Morcillo, who's now 1 of 4 through the air on the completion to Sincere Smith. Morcillo again, shotgun formation, got trips to the far side. He looks that way. Now he's flushed. Now he's going to throw deep. He's got a man out there, and that is going to be hauled in around the Central Clarion 31-yard line by Tamir O'Neal. What a play by Morcillo, and O'Neal call it a gain of 39. And Morcillo was under duress there, just got it off. Great play by O'Neal. And Westinghouse 1st and 10 at the Central Clarion 30. Boy, what a play by O'Neal. And now here's a handoff to Robinson. He's down to about the 26. Sean Robinson, excuse me. So Sean Robinson, gain of 5. That'll set up a 2nd and 5 for Westinghouse from the Central Clarion 25. 9 minutes to go here, running second quarter clock. And Morcillo's got a man out there, but that is going to be incomplete. So that'll set up a 3rd and 5 for Westinghouse from the Central Clarion 25. Morcillo now 2 of 6 through the air for 44 yards. So they call it 3rd and 6 from the 26. So 8:53 to go here in the first half. Westinghouse leading 8-0. Morcillo, 2 receivers to each side. He's looking to throw. Now Morcillo takes off. He's across the 25, dances inside the 20, down to about the 15 before he's brought down. That'll be enough for the first down. Again, you see the elusiveness there of Keyshawn Morcillo. And again, the Westinghouse inside the Pizza Hut red zone. Order a fresh hot pizza at Pizza Hut today, where no one out pizzas the hut, pizzahut.com. So Westinghouse 1st and 10 from the Central Clarion 15. 8:30 to go here, running second quarter clock. Bulldogs leading the Wildcats here 8-0. Morcillo, 2 receivers to each side. Now Sincere Smith will motion to the near side. Morcillo looks that way. Now he's flushed and almost sacked, and now he throws, and that pass is complete in the end zone for a touchdown. And that is number 11, Devon Jones, on the 15-yard touchdown pass from Keyshawn Morcillo. Again, Devon Jones hauls in. Again, Morcillo was under duress there. Again, making a man miss and finding Jones for the touchdown. Westinghouse will once again go for 2. Now leading 14-0. This is a kind of a funky formation here. And Morcillo is going to take the shotgun snap, and he's going to walk into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So, 2-point conversion is good. With 8:12 to go in the second quarter, it is Devon Jones hauling in the 15-yard touchdown pass from Morcillo. We're going to take a 60-second break and be right back. You're listening to High School Football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM in Clarion.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
So apologize, folks. There was actually a penalty on that 2-point conversion attempt for Westinghouse that pushed them back to the 16-yard line. And Morcillo rolls to his left, throws into the end zone, and the pass is incomplete. So 2-point conversion is no good after the penalty. So with 8:12 to go here in the first half, it is Westinghouse 14, Central Clarion nothing here on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM. It'll be the Bulldogs to kick off. There, again, our scoreboard clock there for those of you tuning in is just a little off there by about 7 seconds. We'll give it a chance to catch up here on the kickoff. And again, Westinghouse takes a 14-0 lead. Keyshawn Morcillo, 15-yard touchdown pass to Davon Jones to make it 14-0 Westinghouse here from Couples Stadium on Pittsburgh's south side. Ashton Rex back deep for the Wildcats. Here is the kickoff. And that's going to be fielded at about the 10 by Rex. He's across the 15, bounces it, and he's strung out there. So that Central Clarion will not get to the 20-yard line. Let's see where they put this ball down at. Looks like it's going to be marked at the 16. So, again, Rex had a little bit of trouble handling that kickoff, and the Westinghouse kick coverage team was down there in a hurry. So 8:07 to go here in the second quarter, brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club. It is Central Clarion trailing Westinghouse 14-0 here in the second quarter. And Ferguson from the gun. And there's a gain of, well, no gain on the play, actually. So 2nd and 10 for Central Clarion from their own 16-yard line. Ryan Hummel on the carry. And 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats here from their own 16-yard line. And Ferguson looking that way. That pass is complete. And hauling it in on the play is Tommy Smith. And that is right around the first down marker. In fact, it is going to be a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Central Clarion on the completion from Jace Ferguson to Tommy Smith. Called a gain of 10. First reception of the game for Tommy Smith. So Central Clarion moves the sticks here. And it looks like we're going to get a new football here. And while they do that, the clock has stopped momentarily. 7:22 to go in the second quarter. Westinghouse leading 14-0. Central Clarion has it 1st and 10. And I'm not sure what the deal is here. The officials don't like that football either. So something must be up with the football. Now they got one in there, I think, that they like. And the official will check that one out. It's good to go. So now 1st and 10 for Central Clarion as clock runs. 7:22 to go here first half. Ferguson empty set, got 5 receivers. He looks to his right. That pass is going to be caught by Rex at about the 30. And that is where he's going to be marked down at. Calling a gain of 5 from Ferguson to Ashton Rex. And that'll set up a 2nd and 5. Well, yep, second about 5.5 actually. For Central Clarion from their own 30-yard line, trailing 14-0 as we tick under 7 minutes to go here in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Ferguson will send 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Empty set. Ferguson will look to throw. He rolls near side, looking. Now he throws. He's got a man out there, and that is going to be hauled in by Tommy Smith, but he was out of bounds. Oh, man. So Smith, I think, stepped out of bounds before he came back in, and what a shame, too, because he was open. That would have been a first down pass down to the Westinghouse 35-yard line, but instead it is a 3rd and 5 for Central Clarion from their own 30. So, Jace Ferguson, too, man. Nice play. Rolled out to his left, throwing on the run. Again, now he'll operate from empty set once again. A Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd and 5 for Central Clarion from their own 30. Ferguson, here's a motion man. That's Rex. Ferguson looks that direction. Rex hauls it in, but I think he's going to be about half a yard short of the first down. So what do you do here if you're Davey Eggleton and Central Clarion? That is going to be 4th and about a half a yard after the completion of 4 to Ashton Rex. Boy, I'll tell you, I think I'd roll the dice here and go for it, and looks like Central Clarion is. As we tick under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Ferguson again, empty set, 3 receivers. Well, now Hummel now comes in motion as the wing. And now Hummel's going to come under center. Hummel under center, and the ball is bobbled, and Ferguson picks it up, and he's going to be dropped for a sack. So loss of 6, and Westinghouse will take over at the Central Clarion 28-yard line. Hummel was in the wing and then motioned under center and couldn't handle the snap. So Central Clarion turns it over on downs, and Westinghouse now set up with a short field at the Central Clarion 29-yard line. 5:41 to go here in the second quarter. So Morcillo will send a pair of receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Again, in the backfield with him is number 9, Khalil Taylor, the 5'11", 180-pound senior. And now we're going to get a timeout called by Westinghouse. We'll take a 60-second timeout with them and be back. You're listening to High School Football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
All right, so here's Morcillo after the timeout. That pass is going to be intercepted. Connor Kupnitsky intercepts Keyshawn Morcillo. And Westinghouse set up with the short field there, but coming up with the play was Connor Kupnitsky on the interception. So Central Clarion will now take over. 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to mark the ball just across the 10-yard line. But again, a big play there for the Central Clarion defense. And Jace Ferguson will send a receiver to each side. Kupnitsky is a sidecar. And he's going to get the handoff. And out to about the 14. So call it a gain of 4. That'll set up 2nd and 6 for Central Clarion. So Central Clarion, it's Westinghouse 14, Central Clarion nothing here in the second quarter. Central Clarion a 2nd and call it 6 from their own 14-yard line after the interception by Connor Kupnitsky. Ferguson from the gun. Here's a handoff to Kupnitsky and nothing doing. We'll get a trio of Westinghouse defenders in there on the tackle, and he's going to lose a yard back to the 13. So that will set up, Kupnitsky 4 carries for -2 yards for the Wildcats. Now a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd and 7 for Central Clarion from their own 13-yard line. Ferguson from the shotgun rolls near side. He's got a man out there. Tommy Smith now he's looking. Now Ferguson's going to take off, and he's going to have the first down across the 20, knocked out of bounds at the 22. So Jace Ferguson on 3rd and 7 picks up 9 for the Central Clarion first down. That first down brought to you by PIAA Builder Supply. So Central Clarion now a 1st and 10, ball at their own, we'll call it the 23. Westinghouse 14, Central Clarion nothing here in the second quarter. Ferguson from the gun. He's going to hand it off to Kopnitsky. Kopnitsky turns it around the right side. He has some running room. He's across the 30, 35, 40, and out to about the 43-yard line. So one of the few times that Kopnitsky's had room to run, and call it a gain of 21 for Connor Kopnitsky. By far his longest run. I had -4 yards rushing up until that carry. So another Tionesta Builder Supply first down. Central Clarion 1st and 10 from their own 44. 3:45 to go here, running second quarter clock. As Ferguson will send 2 receivers out to his left. Kopnitsky sidecar left. Hummel at fullback. And here's another handoff to Kopnitsky. He's across the 45 and scoots forward about the 48. So call it a gain of 4 for Connor Kopnitsky, who has found success here on these last couple of carries. 2nd and 6, Central Clarion from their own 48-yard line. In Couple Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Westinghouse 14, Central Clarion nothing. 3 minutes ago, second quarter. Here's Ferguson from the gun. Fakes the handoff to Kopnitsky. Now Ferguson's going to keep it himself. And he's got a yard, maybe 2, up to about midfield. So gain of 2 for Jace Ferguson on the play. That'll set up a 3rd and 4. Ball sitting right at midfield. 3rd and 4 for Central Clarion. Ball at the 50. Ferguson from the gun. Got Kopnitsky sidecar right. 2 receivers to his left. Hands off to Kopnitsky. Kopnitsky down to about the 47. He appears to be just short. He was hit right around the line of scrimmage and got down to the Westinghouse 47. And if Central Clarion went for it from their own about 30, I imagine they'll go for it from the Westinghouse side of the field to 47. And Coach Davey Eggleton does, in fact, keep the offense out on the field here with 1:45 to go, a running second quarter clock. And, well, they might call a timeout. They might let this play clock run down and call a timeout. And, well, they're actually going to call the timeout right here with 1:35 to go in the second quarter. We're going to take a 35-second break and be right back. You're listening to High School Football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM in Clarion.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Welcome back to Couple Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Westinghouse 14, Central Clarion nothing. 1:35 to go in the second quarter. Central Clarion with a 4th and 1 from the Westinghouse 47. Ferguson's going to keep it himself. Ferguson looks. Oh, did the ball come out? He's marked right at the sticks. And no, the ball did not come out. So we'll check the spot. That's. Ooh, boy, is that close. And I'm not even going to speculate from here. It looks like he did gain yardage, but was it enough? I don't know. The officials are going to bring the sticks out, it looks like, and measure here. Ball sitting just outside the 46-yard line. That's right about where Central Clarion needed to get for the first down. Ryan Hummel standing right next to the official. Central Clarion, the Ryan Hummel. And that's kind of obstructing our view here, but we'll get the call momentarily as the sticks come out. And you're going to be able to tell by the reaction here. And I think Westinghouse has held. They have. That ball is just short of the first down as the Westinghouse defense is fired up, and for good reason. They force a turnover on downs and take over 1st and 10 at the Central Clarion 47 with 1:29 to go here in the second quarter, leading 14-0. So, a big stop for the Westinghouse defense. They will now have 1:29 to try and see what they can do here. Ball sitting at the Central Clarion 47. Morcillo will send trips to his left, single receiver to the near side. And Morcillo's going to look to throw. He's got a man out there. That pass is complete. That's going to be a first down to about the Central Clarion 40. And looks like Sincere Smith on the reception. I think these numbers are hard to read. So call it a gain of 12 and a first down for Westinghouse at the Central Clarion 41-yard line. So Morcillo going quick here, sends trips to the near side. He looks that way. A pass is going to be caught by Jones down at about the 25-yard line. He spins away from a defender. He's inside the 20, inside the 10, and knocked out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. So Davon Jones, who has a touchdown reception in this game with another big catch there, and Westinghouse is well inside the Pizza Hut red zone at the Central Clarion 3-yard line. So 1:04 to go here in the first half. Westinghouse 1st and goal. Jeter is going to get into the end zone there on the carry. So Westinghouse takes advantage of the turnover on downs, and Roderick Jeter into the end zone on a 3-yard touchdown run, and it's 20-0 Westinghouse with exactly 1 minute to go here in the opening half. And Westinghouse will once again go for 2 here. And there's a throw. It's caught. And is he in? No. So Central Clarion defense holds on the 2-point conversion attempt. But nevertheless, it is now Westinghouse 20, Central Clarion nothing on the 3-yard touchdown run by Roderick Jeter. We will take a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to High School Football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM in Clarion.
Cliff Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
All right, welcome back to Couple Stadium here in Pittsburgh. So, with exactly 1 minute to go here in the first half, Westinghouse has extended their lead to 20-0 on the Roderick Jeter 3-yard touchdown run. Again, a long completion from Keyshawn Morcillo to Davon Jones, setting up that touchdown run. Rex back deep for Central Clarion, and actually it's going to be Smale that takes it around the 25. Smale across the 30 and hit at the 35, and that's where he'll be marked down. So Central Clarion will take over 1st and 10 from its own 35-yard line with 55 seconds to go here in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. So 20-0 is the lead. For Central Clarion, they trail 20-0 again, 55 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Ferguson will come out and send the 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. That's Burford. And Ferguson's going to look to throw. He rolls to his right, throwing on the run. That pass is complete to Tommy Smith. He's across midfield to the Westinghouse 49. That's going to be a first down and then some on the gain of 16 from Jace Ferguson to Tommy Smith. Ferguson now 6 of 9 through the air. Smith, 2 receptions now for 26 yards. Again, that ball marked at the Westinghouse 49. Central Clarion with 2 timeouts remaining. Westinghouse also has 2 timeouts. They won't use one here. Clock running, 40 seconds to go. Ferguson sends 3 receivers to the left. He rolls that direction, looking. And that throw is going to be just too tall for Dawson Smale. I'll set up a 2nd and 10. Again, rolling the pocket there with Ferguson, and that pass just a little too tall for Dawson Smale, setting up a 2nd and 10 from the Westinghouse 49 with 31 seconds to go here in the first half. Westinghouse will receive the second half kickoff. In Central Clarion, 2nd and 10 from the Westinghouse 49. 31 seconds to go here in the first half. The snap, there's Ferguson looking, escapes pressure, and he's just going to throw that one out of bounds. So good protection there, but no one open downfield as we now have 24 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 3rd and 10 for Central Clarion from the Westinghouse 49. So Ferguson will have Hummel with him. In the backfield, he'll send 2 receivers to each side on this 3rd and 10 play, brought to you by Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Ferguson takes the shotgun snap. Got a clean pocket. Looking, and that pass is going to be too tall. Intended for Dawson Smale on the play. They'll bring up a 4th and 10 with 20 seconds to go here in the first half. And Central Clarion will send the punt team out here, trailing 20-0. So Smale back in punt formation for Central Clarion. Sincere Smith standing at about his own 25-yard line. And this is a fake, and that pass is going to be incomplete. So Westinghouse will take over on downs at their own 49 with 14 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Smale rolled to his right and uncorked the pass, but nothing doing. And the Bulldogs will take over with 14 seconds to go in the half at their own 49. Or no, wow. Okay. I did not see that clearly at all, that he rolled to his right and punted the ball. That makes much more sense. Okay. So Westinghouse will have it 1st and 10, but we'll see where they put the ball down here. 14 seconds to go in the first half. And the Bulldogs look like they are going to just kneel on the ball, and that's exactly what they do. So we have reached halftime from Couples Stadium here in Pittsburgh in this PIAA Class 2A first-round game. Your score at the half, Westinghouse 20, Central Clarion nothing. And we're going to be back with the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg halftime show. We're going to take a 4-minute break and rejoin you. You're listening to high school football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at Allegheny. Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
All right, welcome back. You are inside the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg halftime show. Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, voted #1 in Pennsylvania waterfront restaurant. Stop on down and find out why. Make a reservation today at AlleghenyGrill.com. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. So, at the half, it is Westinghouse 20, Central Clarion nothing. We're going to get to our stats here. Stats are brought to you by the Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award. The Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award and accompanying scholarship is awarded to an athlete who competed in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10 and who displays qualities of being a good person, leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. Find out more at yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award /congrats to Selena Buttery on being the 2021-22 winner. All right, let's take a look at those stats. First, for Central Clarion, they trail 20-0 at the half. Jace Ferguson, 6 of 9 through the air for 60 yards. And his leading receiver is Tommy Smith, 2 receptions for 26 yards. Ryan Hummel with a reception for 15 yards. And Ashton Rex with a pair of receptions for 9 yards for Central Clarion. Not much doing on the ground for the Wildcats. Connor Kopnitsky, the leading rusher, 8 carries, 27 yards. Jace Ferguson, 7 carries, -3 yards. And of course, that also includes sack yardage for Jace Ferguson, the Central Clarion quarterback. So 78 yards of total offense for the Wildcats in the first half. For Westinghouse, they lead 20-0 at the half. It is Keyshawn Morcillo. He's completed 4 of 7 passes, but those 4 completions have gone for 112 yards. Davon Jones, 2 receptions for 55 yards. And Tamir O'Neal with 1 reception for 39 yards. And Sincere Smith, 2 receptions for 17 yards for Westinghouse. And on the ground for Westinghouse, Khalil Taylor, 6 carries, 20 yards. Keyshawn Morcillo, 6 carries, 28 yards. Sean Robinson, 4 carries for 11 yards. And Roderick Jeter, 3 carries for 11 yards for the Bulldogs, who lead 20-0 at the half. Now it's time for our scoreboard, brought to you by Swift Kennedy and Company. Visit them online at swiftkennedyandcompany.com. At the half in a PIAA Class 3A first round game, it is Central leading Clearfield, Central Martinsburg leading Clearfield 14-0 at the half. And over in Bradford, in a game you can watch here on the YDL Sports Network, Brian Hagberg and Sean Lathrop on the call. At the half, it is Port Allegheny 7 and Brockway 7, your score there. And over in District 10, the Class 3A championship game being played tonight between Grove City and Slippery Rock. Late in the second quarter, top seed Grove City leads Slippery Rock 21-17. Again, late second quarter action there. So we got games tomorrow for you as well. In District 10, the Class 1A and 2A championship games. Eisenhower and Reynolds will square off for the Class 1A title in District 10 in a game you can see here on the YDL Sports Network. That game was originally supposed to be played at Edinburgh University, has been moved to Carter Field in Titusville. Again, that's a 1 p.m. kickoff. And then Class 2A District 10 championship tomorrow night at 7 p.m. from Wilmington High School. It will be Farrell and Sharpsville for the District 10 Class 2A title. So that was your scoreboard, brought to you by Swift Kennedy and Company. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity. That's Swift Kennedy. Time for our scoring summary, brought to you by All American Awards and Engraving. Visit them online at allamericanhq.com. And all 3 scores belonging to Westinghouse. Again, it was Sean Robinson getting the scoring going at the 2:15 mark of the first quarter, a 3-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion was good. That made it 8-0. In the second quarter, Davon Jones, a 15-yard touchdown reception from Keyshawn Morcillo. At the 8:22 mark of the second quarter, the 2-point conversion originally was good, but a penalty was called on the play, and they had to try the attempt again, and it was no good, so that made it 14-0. And with a minute to go in the second quarter, is Roderick Jeter, a 3-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion, no good. That made the score Westinghouse 20, Central Clarion nothing at the half, and that is where we stand. So really both teams struggled to move the ball. Well, I shouldn't say that. Westinghouse drove the ball on their opening drive, but a big sack by Braylon Beckwith helped negate that drive. And but again, both teams struggling to really get their offenses rolling early in the ball game. Westinghouse finding some success late in the second quarter. Actually could have been worse with Central Clarion turning the ball over at its own 29 after they went for it on fourth down. There was a bad snap. So Westinghouse took over there, but Connor Kopnitsky was able to intercept Keyshawn Marcillo to keep Westinghouse out of the end zone on that drive. So again, that is where we stand at the half. Westinghouse 20, Westinghouse, the City League champion, 20, and Central Clarion, the District 9 champion, nothing here at the half. Again, the winner to face the winner of Farrell and Sharpsville in the Class 2A quarterfinals in a game that will be played next week. And Farrell and Sharpsville met in the regular season, and game won convincingly by Farrell by a score of 48-7. In fact, they handed Sharpsville their first loss of the season in that game. So the winner of that one will get the winner of this one again. Andy Close here with you for the YDL Sports Network, C93 FM. Your score at the half from Couple Stadium here on Pittsburgh's south side. It is Westinghouse 20, Central Clarion nothing. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with our keys to the second half. Keys to the second half are brought to you by the Rehab Center with 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning. So we'll take a 3-minute break, be back with the keys to the second half and second half action. Again, at the half, it's Westinghouse 20, Central Clarion nothing. You're listening to high school football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Swift Kennedy & Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy & Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy & Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
All right, welcome back here to Couple Stadium in Pittsburgh. And want to thank all the fine folks here treating us to a halftime meal here. All kinds of goodies up here in the press box. Again, first-class operation here. So want to thank everyone, all the crew here at Couple Stadium for their hospitality here this evening as Westinghouse leads Central Clarion 20-0 at the half here in this PIAA Class 2A first-round game. Now it is time for Keys to the Second Half. Keys to the Second Half brought to you by the Rehab Center with 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning, the Rehab Center. So, for Central Clarion, they trail 20-0 and probably going to have to, I mean, they're a passing team anyway, but probably going to have to look to the air even more so in the second half. Again, had some success, not much of any success in the first quarter, but were able to move the ball some in the second quarter despite not getting on the scoreboard. And offensive line doing a decent job. They're getting Jace Ferguson on some designed rollouts, and he's finding some receivers down the field, particularly Tommy Smith and Ashton Rex. So look for Clarion to continue to do that in the second half. And again, Westinghouse will receive the second half kickoff. So don't have to completely abandon the run if you're Central Clarion, but again, probably going to be very pass heavy for the Wildcats in the second half. And if you're Westinghouse, really since late in the first quarter, they've been able to move the football. We're stymied a couple times, getting to about the Clarion 20-yard line, once on an interception, once on a turnover on downs. So I think key for them in the second half, even though they lead 20-0, if they really want to kind of put this game away, converting those red zone opportunities, and again, they converted 3 of them, obviously, but 2 they were unable to convert. Otherwise, the score could be a little more than 20-0. But again, that is our score at the half. Westinghouse really, just playing a technically sound ball game here to this point. A couple of big plays in the passing game, of course, led by quarterback Keyshawn Morcillo, a 40-yard pass and a 39-yard pass. One went to Davon Jones. The other went to Tamir O'Neal. Again, that was what was the yardage on that touchdown? Well, that wasn't a touchdown pass. It was a 39-yard pass to Tamir O'Neal that set up a touchdown for Westinghouse. So, again, Westinghouse having no problems moving the football. Westinghouse coming off a win over Berlin, District 5 champion, 59-6, and Central Clarion coming off a 35-0 win over Brookville in the D9 championship game. We're going to take another quick break here. We're going to go 90 seconds, and we'll be back with second half action from Couple Stadium here in Pittsburgh. You're listening to high school football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
All right, welcome back here to Couple Stadium on Pittsburgh's South Side. Getting ready to start the second half. Westinghouse leads Central Clarion 20-0, and the Bulldogs will receive the second half kickoff. Both teams done with their warm-ups. Central Clarion actually already getting out on the field for the kickoff. Westinghouse meet with head coach Dante Green here before they send their kickoff return team out there. Again, third quarter action tonight, brought to you by Generational Wealth Management. They offer world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwm.nm.com. Westinghouse will send Davon Jones back deep for the kickoff. All right, so let's get this second half rolling. 20-0 Westinghouse. Central Clarion set to kick off. All right, so now we're ready. Official, well, didn't blow their whistle quite yet. Central Clarion set to kick off here. All right. Ball is on the tee. Officials are in position. And there is your whistle. And we are underway in the third quarter. That kickoff is going to go out of bounds. I believe it was touched, though, by one of the Westinghouse return up men. Can't tell who it was. But the ball going to be marked out at the far side there, 19-yard line. So that's actually a break for Central Clarion. Westinghouse will take over on their initial drive here to start the second half, 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. All right, so Keyshawn Morcillo, number 4, leads the Westinghouse offense out onto the field. And he'll operate from the shotgun. Got a sidecar there. That's Taylor. He'll get the handoff. He bounces it to the outside. He's across the 20, but there's a flag on the play. He's out to about the 26, but this one looks like it's going to be coming back. That was Khalil Taylor on the carry. So check the flag. Oh, no, a face mask against Central Clarion. Okay, so called a gain of 7 for Taylor and then a face mask. And attorney Treese and Associates penalty. And that will move the ball all the way out to the 42-yard line. So actually call that a gain of 8, not 7 for Khalil Taylor. Tack on the 15 yards on the penalty, and it's 1st and 10. Tionesta Builder Supply first down. Westinghouse now ball at their own 42. Morcillo fakes the handoff now. He throws this side complete to O'Neal. O'Neal across midfield into Central Clarion territory, knocked out of bounds at the 45 on a gain of 13 yards to Tamir O'Neal. O'Neal's second reception of the ball game, now with 52 yards receiving. Ball sitting at the Central Clarion 45. 11:33 to go here in the third quarter, brought to you by Generational Wealth Management. And Morcillo keeps it this time. He bounces it outside. He's across the 40, 35, 30, and out of bounds at about the 25. So a gain of 20 for Keyshawn Morcillo, who had 28 yards rushing in the first half. And Westinghouse is in business at the Central Clarion 25-yard line here on their initial drive of the second half. Well, no, we got to check it. We got a penalty. A spot foul. So holding at the 40-yard line. Will put it back to the 50. Didn't see the flag there. They'll set up a 1st and 15 now for Westinghouse. Ball sitting at midfield. Morcillo will operate from the gun, sends 2 receivers to the near side. And there's a give to Taylor. Not much. No, he bounces it. How the heck did he get out of there? Down around the 35. Wow, what a run. And he looked like he was dead to rights and somehow bounced it to the outside, ball down to the 34-yard line. So gain of 16 on the play. 1st and 10 for Westinghouse from the Central Clarion 34. Morcillo handoff to the up man. And Robinson, yes, Robinson on the carry. He's going to lose a yard. So ball back to the 34, 35 actually, 2nd and 11 for Westinghouse. Under 11 minutes to go here, running 3rd quarter clock from Couple Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Westinghouse driving 2nd and 11 from the Central Clarion 35, leading 20-0 on their opening drive of the second half. Morcillo from the gun. He'll hand it off and across the 30, across the 25. There goes Taylor down to about the 21. So 14-yard gain on the play and ball down to 21. Westinghouse approaching the Pizza Hut red zone. Nobody out pizzas the Hut. Order a hot pizza today at pizzahut.com. Actually, mark the ball. Well, yeah, we'll call it a 21. So Morcillo back in the gun's got Jeter sidecar left. And Jeter gets the carry. He's going to be inside the 20 to the 19. So call it a gain of 2 for Roderick Jeter. And he'll set up a 2nd and 8. And Westinghouse has, in fact, entered the Pizza Hut red zone. So Roderick Jeter picks up a couple. And now Morcillo will look to the sideline for the play. So I call that a gain of 3 down to the 18. So give Jeter 3 on that play as the ball's marked at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 7 for Westinghouse. Morcillo in the gun. Jeter sidecar right, 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Morcillo fakes the handoff, rolling. He's under pressure, just dumps it off, and that pass is incomplete. And Tommy Smith with the pressure on that play for Central Clarion. They'll set up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down for Westinghouse, a 3rd and 7 from the Central Clarion 18-yard line. So 3rd and 7 for Westinghouse. 9:22 to go here, 3rd quarter. Westinghouse leads Central Clarion 20-0. Morcillo will have Jeter as a sidecar left. Has 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Morcillo. And that pass is complete. And that's going to be a 1st down as that pass is complete to Jeter. On the gain of 10, it's 1st and goal for Westinghouse from the Central Clarion 8-yard line. So 1st and goal Westinghouse from the Central Clarion 8. And there's the handoff to Jeter. He's going to be inside the 5, down to about the 3. So gain of 5 will set up a 2nd and goal from the 3. Actually, yep, here's Morcillo, handoff. Nope, we got whistles, so hold everything. Timeout, Central Clarion, with Westinghouse a 1st and goal from 2nd and goal from the 2. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to High School Football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
All right, welcome back to Couples Stadium here in Pittsburgh South Side. Adjust the clock here. It's 8:47 to go in the third quarter. Westinghouse will have a second and goal to go situation about the 2.5-yard line. Morcillo operating from the gun. And now we have a whistle. Not sure what that's about. Again, I think we have another equipment issue for the Westinghouse. All right, so now it appears we're ready. Morcillo's got Robinson. Looks like a sidecar, right? Robinson is going to be stacked up at about the 2. So give him a gain of a yard. Call it a third and goal to go just inside the 2. So Morcillo from the shotgun. Robinson sidecar. Morcillo's going to keep it himself. And did he get in? He does. Official on the far side signals touchdown. Keyshawn Morcillo, a 2-yard touchdown run, and Westinghouse has extended its lead to 26-0 with 8:17 to go in the third quarter. So Keyshawn Morcillo calling his own number that time, and Westinghouse takes its opening drive of the second half, 81 yards for the touchdown capped by Morcillo's 2-yard run. And Westinghouse will again go for 2. Again, this funky formation here. Morcillo in the gun. Has Martin sidecar. And Morcillo is going to keep it himself, and that time he will get in for the 2-point conversion. So your score with 8:11 to go in the third quarter, it is Westinghouse 28, Central Clarion nothing. We'll be back after a 60-second break. You're watching listening to high school football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
Welcome back to Couples Stadium. Your score with 8:11 to go in the third quarter. It is Westinghouse 28, Central Clarion nothing. Keyshawn Morcillo, 2-yard touchdown run. Here is the kickoff. That's going to be fielded at about the 25 by Rex. Rex is across the 30, picks his way to the 35, out to about the 36, no, call it the 37. So that's where Central Clarion will take over on its initial drive here of the second half. Now in a 28-0 hole, Westinghouse leads. Again, that was a very impressive opening drive for Westinghouse. Took over at their own 19 and just marched right down the field. Morcillo capping the drive with his 2-yard touchdown run. And it is 28-0 Bulldogs as Central Clarion takes over 1st and 10 from its own 37. Ferguson will come out. And it looks like Tommy Smith's sidecar left there. Ferguson takes the shotgun snap. Actually, that's Kopnitsky, and Kopnitsky gets the handoff, and he's going to be swallowed up by a host of Bulldog defenders. Loss of 4 on the play, actually, as Kopnitsky is knocked down back at the 33-yard line. So Kopnitsky had 8 carries for 27 yards in the first half, but 21 of those came on one play. So Central Clarion behind the sticks here now. 7:35 to go in a running third quarter clock. 2nd and 14. Central Clarion from their own 33. Westinghouse leading 28-0. Ferguson will operate from the shotgun. Kopnitsky sidecar left, sends a receiver to each side. Looks like a heavy set here for the Wildcats, double tight. And Ferguson looks to pass, and boy, threads the needle there. It is caught by Ashton Rex at the 41-yard line. So gain of 8 on the play, on the completion from Jace Ferguson to Ashton Rex. That will set up a 3rd and 3rd and 6 for Central Clarion from their own 41-yard line. They need the 47 for a first down. Ferguson will send 2 receivers to the near side, Hummel in the wing, Kopnitsky his sidecar left. And there's a handoff to Kopnitsky. No, Ferguson fakes. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to lose yards back to the 39. Again, just swarmed under by a host of Bulldog defenders, and that'll set up a 4th down and call it 8 from the 39. And Central Clarion will send the punt team out onto the field. And again, some misdirection, some play fakes from the Central Clarion offense, and this Westinghouse defense not falling for it, been very disciplined here as they force a 3 and out. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's the punt from Smale. It's a line drive. And Sincere Smith is going to pick it up around the 16, and he retreats back to his 10, makes a couple of men miss. Sincere Smith out across the 25, 30, 35, 40. There's a flag on the play. Sincere Smith is across midfield, and he is going to take it the distance. But I think he knows there's a flag on the play. A great, great effort by Sincere Smith, but 3 flags all around the 30-yard line, and it appears as if this one will come back. But again, what a great individual effort by Smith. Retreated, the ball bounced, retreated back to about his own 10-yard line, made a couple of guys miss, and he was off to the races. But I think we're going to get either a hold or a block in the back. Treason Associates penalty on the Bulldogs. We are going to get a hold on Westinghouse. That flag is actually the 28-yard line. And they will mark it off from there. So Westinghouse will take over 1st and 10 at its own 18-yard line. 5:28 to go here in the third quarter. They started their first drive of the second half of the 19, drove it down the field for a touchdown. We'll see what comes of this drive. Again, this third quarter brought to you by Generational Wealth Management, offering world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gvm.nm.com. So Morcillo has the Westinghouse offense back on the field, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Robinson, and he's going to be across the 20, about the 21, it looks like. Call it a gain of 2. Actually, the ball right at the 20. So we'll call it a gain of 2, 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 for Westinghouse. Ball sitting on their own 20-yard line. And Morcillo checks the play. Now he takes a snap. Here's the handoff. Morcillo's going to keep it himself. He's across the 25, out to about the 29, right at the sticks. And it looks like he has enough for a Westinghouse Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down. He does indeed. So call it a gain of 10 for Keyshawn Morcillo. And Westinghouse in business with a 1st and 10. Morcillo. Again, in no hurry. Morcillo going to give to Robinson there. He's across the 35, 40, 45. So call it a gain of 14 on the play. Another first down for Westinghouse. On the gain by Robinson. So Robinson running hard here. Get a number. Westinghouse has a number of backs here that have gotten the job done so far this evening. Robinson, Jeter, Taylor, and Morcillo's gotten in on the ground game as well. Morcillo takes the shotgun snap. Robinson gets the handoff. Not much doing there. As again, Central Clarion defense making the stop there on the gain of 1. Looks like Hayden Hinman on the tackle. We're under 4 minutes to go here, running third quarter clock. And Morcillo again taking his time. 2nd and 8 from the 47. And here's a jet sweep to Jones. Jones inside the 40, inside the 35-30, 25-20, and he goes out of bounds there. So gain of 33 yards there on that little jet sweep play to Davon Jones. And Westinghouse again in business, approaching the Pizza Hut red zone. So Morcillo will direct the offense. He is in the shotgun. Again, Westinghouse moving right down the field. Ball sitting at the Central Clarion 21-yard line, 1st and 10. And this time it's Roderick Jeter who lines up sidecar right with Morcillo. Jeter gets the handoff, makes a man miss. He's inside the 20, inside the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Roderick Jeter with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Westinghouse leads 34-0 with 3:12 to go here in the third quarter. So a great blocking on that play as well. On the 21-yard touchdown run from Roderick Jeter. And pending the outcome of the 2-point try here, we could have the running clock. Again, running clock begins at 35 points, currently sitting at 34. Morcillo will operate from the gun. Morcillo takes the snap, and now he's going to keep it himself, and he is in for the 2-point conversion. Keyshawn Morcillo, and that makes it 36-0 Westinghouse with 3:12 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a 60-second break. We'll be right back. You're listening to High School Football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
All right, we're back from Couple Stadium in Pittsburgh, and ball blows off the tee there. 21-yard touchdown run from Roderick Jeter and Keyshawn Morcillo's 2-point conversion will put the running clock into effect here with Westinghouse leading Central Clarion 36-0. There is the kick. It's taken about the 24 by Smale. Smale across the 30, 35, and going to be ridden out of bounds at about the 37, 38 yard line. We'll call it the 37. And again, when we get the ball ready for play here, the clock will start with the mercy rule now in effect. Westinghouse leading 36-0. They do put the ball down at the 37. And there the clock goes. Under 3 minutes to go now, third quarter. Ferguson takes a shotgun snap from the 37. Ferguson's going to roll to his right, looking, directing traffic. And that pass is going to be out of bounds and incomplete. So that'll set up a 2nd and 10 for Central Clarion. Ball sitting at the 37-yard line. Again, the clock running. Westinghouse, Roderick Jeter has a pair of touchdown runs. Morcillo has thrown for one and ran for one. And Sean Robinson also has a touchdown run for the Bulldogs. So ball sitting at the 37. Ferguson will operate from the shotgun. Got Hummel wing, Kopnitsky sidecar right. Kopnitsky will get the carry, and he is going to be swallowed up for a loss. Michael Richardson, first man in on the play for Westinghouse. Call it a loss of 4. They'll set up a 3rd and 14. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third down. So, clock running, minute 40 to go here, third quarter, 3rd and 14 for the Wildcats from their own 33-yard line. Ferguson will operate from the gun. Got Kopnitsky sidecar, or Hummel sidecar left. Now he's back to pass, flushed and under duress, and just going to have to throw it away. That ball barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And that'll set up a 4th and 14 and a punting situation for Central Clarion. As we approach a minute to play here in the Generational Wealth Management third quarter. 36-0 Westinghouse. They scored 8 in the first quarter, 12 in the second, and 16 here in the third to get to our 36-0 score. Smale will go back in punt formation. Smith back deep for the Bulldogs. Smale rolls to his right, gets the punt away. It crosses midfield and goes out of bounds. We got a flag here on the near side of the field. Ball went out of bounds about the 45. We'll check the flag. I'm not sure. Boy, I didn't see really anything going on that side of the field, so we'll check the flag as the officials get together here. Again, Westinghouse, the City League champions, leading Central Clarion District 9 champions 36-0 here in the third quarter. And officials still huddled up. We don't have an official word. Flag sitting right about midfield. And 25 seconds here, and the clock will start. I'm not sure if Westinghouse will have to run a play here with the running clock. And whatever the flag is, they're marking the ball. Okay, so it's a personal foul. It goes against Westinghouse. So move the ball back 15 yards. It's now sitting. Westinghouse will have it 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line, leading 36-0. Clock will start here on the ready for play. Morcillo will operate from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. And play clock just ahead of the game clock, so Morcillo will have to snap this ball. As jogging back onto the field here is Roderick Jeter. 7 seconds now on the play clock. Morcillo takes a shotgun snap. He's looking to throw. He's got a man out there. That pass is complete to O'Neill. and for a gain of about 4, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. So 3 quarters in the books from this PIAA Class 2A playoff game. Westinghouse 36, Central Clarion nothing. We'll be back with fourth quarter action after this 60-second break on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM.
Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating LLC is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. SFPC is actively seeking new talent and has openings at its 2 plants located in Venango County. Those openings are either first, second, or third shifts at one or both locations. Check out the specific employment opportunities at www.specfab.com. If you aren't able to log on to the website, please send an email along with your resume to careers@specfab.com or call our recruiter at 814-273-1322. SFPC is an equal opportunity employer.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
All right, so the start of the fourth quarter here, and the handoff, it looks like the Jeter. He'll pick up a couple to the 40. Again, clock running here to start the fourth quarter. We'll update the clock here for you. That would help, I guess. So we'll get the scoreboard back there for you. And there's a first down carry for Jeter across the 40 to about the 44. And in fact, 2 flags now out on the play after the first down run by Jeter. So hold everything here. Sorry, folks, try and get that scoreboard back for you. Don't know what happened there. $11:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. 36-0, Westinghouse leading Central Clarion. So a personal foul on the play. Sorry, folks, trying to get that overlay fixed. Don't know what's going on there, but we'll show you the scoreboard here. In any respect, Westinghouse 36, Central Clarion nothing. First down for Westinghouse from their own 44-yard line. Get that clock started here for you. Morcillo will operate under the shotgun. In the shotgun, I should say. And he's going to throw it out here to the near side. That pass is complete to Jones. Jones across the 40, 35-30, 25 down to about the 21-yard line. Called it 22, actually, on a gain of 34 yards. And the clock is stopped. Yeah, that's going to come back. It's a flag on Westinghouse. So the big play from Morcillo to Jones goes for naught. Again, Westinghouse leading 36-0 here, 10:35 to go, fourth quarter. Fourth quarter brought to you by Tionesta Builder Supply. Visit them online at tionestabuilders.us with locations in Shippenville and Tionesta. And so clock will start here. Ball moved all the way back to the 39-yard line. First down and 15 for Westinghouse. And again, Morcillo in no hurry here. Clock is the friend of Westinghouse. He has Jeter as his sidecar left, trips to the near side. Morcillo letting that play clock run all the way down. And now he fakes. Now he's going to throw downfield, and that pass is almost intercepted by Ashton Rex. Pass falls incomplete. That'll set up a 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs. Again, Morcillo was under duress on that play, just kind of heaved it up there. Closest man was Rex. And clock continues to move again here with the mercy rule in effect. And again, 20 seconds still left on the play clock. Morcillo will let that bleed all the way down. Morcillo, handoff, Jeter. He's across the 40, about the 40 and a half. So we'll call it a gain of 2 for Roderick Jeter. They'll set up a 3rd and 13 for Westinghouse from their own 41. As we hit 9 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Again, winner to face the Farrell-Sharpsville winner, District 10 final. That game will be played tomorrow at Wilmington High School at 7 p.m. Morcillo fakes the handoff. He'll keep it himself and makes a man miss, and Beckwith will ride him out of bounds at about the 43. So a gain of 3 for Keyshawn Morcillo, and it will be a punting situation, you would think, for Westinghouse. And the punt unit does indeed come out onto the field for the Bulldogs. As we approach 8 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter, Central Clarion will send Rex and Smale back deep. Snap, punt is away. It's a low liner, and well, I think we're going to get a penalty actually before the punt. So hold everything here. Treese and Associates procedure penalty against Westinghouse, so that'll back them up 5, and they'll punt it again. So that'll put the ball back, should be at the 39, and that's where they mark it. All right, so 4th and 15 now. Bulldogs in punt formation, high snap, and now the ball is fumbled, and, well, it doesn't matter who fell on it. The ball's at the 25-yard line. Central Clarion will take over 1st and 10 at the Westinghouse 25 with 7:48 to play here in the 4th quarter. So Central Clarion with an opportunity here to get on the scoreboard. And coming to you from Couple Stadium here in Pittsburgh, PIAA Class 2A first round. Westinghouse leads Central Clarion 36-0. And the clock starts. Under 8 minutes to play. Actually, they spot the ball at the 26, not the 25. Ferguson empties the backfield. And now Rex comes in motion, and Ferguson's rolling out that direction, looking, and fires a pass towards the end zone, and incomplete, but we have flags on the play, and looks like we're going to get a pass interference call against Westinghouse. We'll check it here. So, ball to 26. It'll be... We'll check the flag again. Certainly looked like pass interference is going to be the call. So, oh no, we have offsetting penalties as there was an ineligible man downfield on Central Clarion. So the penalties will offset and we'll replay the down. So ball back at the 26-yard line, 7:25 to go here, 4th quarter. And Central Clarion will have it once again, 1st and 10. Ball on the Westinghouse 26-yard line as Mason Burford, receiver, comes to the near side here. Ferguson will have Hummel as his sidecar right. Hummel, Ferguson takes the snap. He's looking. He's got Rex, and that is hauled in at the 5-yard line. Actually, they'll put it down at the 3. So 1st and goal to go after the 23-yard pass play from Ferguson to Ashton Rex as Central Clarion looks to get on the board here. So Central Clarion inside the Pizza Hut red zone as they look to dent the scoreboard for the first time tonight, trailing Westinghouse 36-0 as we approach 6 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Ferguson goes under center this time, and handoff, no, he kept it himself, and I probably should have handed it off because it's going to go as a loss of 6 on the play. I thought it looked like Hummel had the football, but Ferguson faked it, and the Westinghouse defense was not fooled. So we'll call it a loss of 6, and that will set up a 2nd and goal to go situation for Central Clarion from the 9-yard line. So Burford will again, looks like, come split to the near side here. As Hummel, Ferguson sends Smale and Rex to the far side. Hummel is sidecar left. Ferguson takes the snap, and Ferguson flushed and avoids the sack. Ferguson still on his feet, throws to the back of the end zone, and that is caught for a touchdown by Tommy Smith. There was a fight for the ball, and Smith comes up with it, and Central Clarion is on the board here in the 4th quarter. So with 5:21 to play, Jace Ferguson, 9-yard touchdown pass to Tommy Smith, and Central Clarion is on the board. And again, Ferguson looked like he was going to be sacked on that play. Great job there. Ukert set up for the extra point, Thomas Ukert. And we're hold everything. We're going to have a penalty before the snap. I think we're going to get offside here on Westinghouse. And Central Clarion will keep their PAT unit on the field. Oh, no, I stand corrected. They will take the extra point unit off the field now, and the offense comes back onto the field. 36-6, Westinghouse leads, 5:21 to go, 4th quarter. So 2-point conversion attempt here now for Central Clarion. Ferguson takes the snap, rolling, looking, got a man out there, and that is hauled in by Ashton Rex. So your score with 5:21 to go in the 4th quarter, Westinghouse 36, Central Clarion 8. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to high school football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
Sorry about that, folks. Volume cut out there for a second, but we should be good now. Central Clarion on the board with 5:21 to go in the 4th quarter is Westinghouse 36, Central Clarion 8 on that Jace Ferguson 9-yard touchdown pass to Tommy Smith. And there's the kickoff, and it's going to be fielded about, well, not fielded at the 20, picked up at the 16 now by Sincere Smith. Smith, 25, crosses the 30, down about the 33, no, 35 actually is where Westinghouse will take over. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for Westinghouse from its own 33-yard. I was right the first time, 33-yard line. And your score, Westinghouse 36, Central Clarion 8. Looks like we have a banged up Westinghouse player on the field. So we'll take a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to high school football on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM. All right, folks, we have a final in the District 9 Class 1A championship game. Port Allegheny has defeated Brockway 21-14. Port Allegheny, your District 9 Class 1A champion. They will move on to face the District 10 champion, either Eisenhower or Reynolds. That game will be played tomorrow at 1 p.m. from Carter Field in Titusville. I'll try and get you other scores here. We got Clearfield Central Mountain as well as Slippery Rock Grove City. And we can get you. Oh, so we have another final too. Clearfield falls in the first round of the 3A championships, 35-6 to Central Martinsburg. And I'll try and get you a score on that Slippery Rock Grove City game as well, District 10 Class 3A championship game. As the clock will get set to run here. Westinghouse leading 36-8. As the clock starts on the ready for play here. And Morcillo is out of the game now. And there's a handoff. And on the carry there for Westinghouse is Khalil Mitchell. He'll pick up a couple. And now in a quarterback for Westinghouse is Khalil Green. So Mitchell picks up a couple. 2nd and 8 from 35. Again, clock running under 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Green keeps it 40, 45. Spins around. He's across midfield, 45, and knocked out of bounds at the 40. So a 25-yard gain from Khalil Green, the 5'8", 175-pound sophomore. So Green with 25 yards as we tick under 4 minutes to play. And again, I have to imagine Westinghouse content to let the clock run here again with the 4-score lead on the verge of advancing to the PIAA Class 2A quarterfinals where they will meet the Farrell Sharpsville winner. Green from the shotgun. And Green looks to throw this time. He looks deep down the field. And we got some laundry on the field. Look like some serious interference going on there. And they are going to get that's going to go against Central Clarion. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty and a Tionesta Builder Supply first down for Westinghouse. Pass interference on Central Clarion. So that'll be a first down Westinghouse. 3:24 to play here in the fourth quarter. And the clock will start. And the ball at the Central Clarion 24-yard line as Westinghouse once again approaching the Pizza Hut red zone. Green will take the shotgun snap. Handoff Mitchell across the 25 down to about the 20. And he's driven down there by Ethan Wenner. on the tackle for Central Clarion as we're under 3 minutes to play now in the fourth quarter. Again, both teams with their second string units out on the field now. So Westinghouse will move on. Central Clarion's season will come to an end at 10-2. And Green will take the shotgun snap here. Here's a handoff. Mitchell got a yard, maybe 2, and Westinghouse has, in fact, entered the Pizza Hut red zone. Give them the 19. Set up a 3rd and 4 for the Bulldogs as we hit the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter. So again, a great season for Central Clarion will come to an end here. Westinghouse will move on to the PIAA quarterfinals. Don't forget to stick around for the C93 postgame show coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game. And we're going to get this one off. Play clock down to 2. They do. Green looking, sets up a screen pass. That's complete. Robinson has it down to about the 9, so call it a gain of 9 and a first and goal to go situation for Westinghouse. So a Tionesta Builder Supply first down. We'll set up Westinghouse with a first and goal to go situation. We'll see if they try and score here or take a knee. You can understand both schools of thought. Green will again take the handoff, and he's down to about the 5, so call it a gain of 4 for Green. And so Westinghouse will have to run at least one more play here. Again, barring a touchdown here, this very well could be the final play of the game. Green takes a shotgun snap. Here's the handoff. Robinson got a couple. So Westinghouse will not have to snap the ball again. And they will indeed, no, I thought they were going to run up. It looks like they're going to run another play here. And there's Green, and he will walk into the end zone for the touchdown with 12 seconds to go, and Westinghouse extends its lead to 42-8. So Khalil Green on the 3-yard touchdown run with 12 seconds to go. And Westinghouse will go for 2. All right, so the Bulldogs will, in fact, go for 2 here. And Green, that pass is caught for the 2-point conversion. So 44-8, so barring something crazy on the kickoff, that will be your final score. We'll keep it right here. A reminder, the C93 postgame show coming up. We'll take a quick break at the conclusion of the game and be back with the C93 postgame show. But still, matter at hand here of the kickoff. 12 seconds to go here from Couple Stadium in Pittsburgh. And want to thank everyone up here for their tremendous hospitality this evening. Really first-class operation here. Thank everyone here from District 8 here at Couple Stadium tonight. Westinghouse will move on with a 44-8 win. They improve to 12-0. Central Clarion season will come to an end at 10-2. So Westinghouse, Central Clarion on the field. We're waiting Westinghouse to come on the field for the kickoff. So again, we'll have stats, scoreboard, and such for you in the C93 postgame show. Again, coming up at the conclusion here. And Grove City, we'll get that to you here in the postgame, has opened up its lead on Slippery Rock in the District 10 Class 3A championship game. And so Westinghouse getting set to kick off here. And again, barring anything crazy happening here, this will be the final play of the game. There's the kick, gets a swibber, and covered by Central Clarion with 10 seconds to go. I don't believe Central Clarion will have to run a play here. They will not. The Westinghouse defense out on the field, and yeah, the officials, the clock is going to run and the game will end. Your final from Couple Stadium in PIAA Class 2A first round state playoff game. Westinghouse moving on with a 44-8 win over Central Clarion. We will take a 3-minute break and be back with the C93 postgame show here on the YDL Sports Network and C93 FM in Clarion.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
All right, welcome back to Couple Stadium. Your final score, Westinghouse 44, Central Clarion 8, C93 postgame show. Clarion's #1 radio station. Scoring summary brought to you by All American Awards and Engraving. Visit them online at allamericanhq.com. It was Sean Robinson getting the scoring going at the 2:15 mark of the first quarter. 3-yard run, 2-point conversion was good. That made it 8-0 Westinghouse. Davon Jones then holding a 15-yard touchdown pass from Keyshawn Morcillo at the 8:22 mark of the second quarter to make it 14-0. 2-point conversion failed. Roderick Jeter, with a minute to go in the first half, scored on a 3-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion was no good. Your score at the half was Westinghouse 20, Central Clarion nothing. In the third quarter, Morcillo, a 2-yard touchdown run on the Bulldogs' initial drive of the second half, the 8:17 mark. He also ran in a 2-point conversion to make it 28-0. At the 3:12 mark of the third quarter, Jeter, his second touchdown of the game, a 21-yard run. 2-point conversion was good. That put the running clock into effect at 36-0. In the fourth quarter, Central Clarion got on the board. Jace Ferguson, 9-yard touchdown pass to Tommy Smith with 5:21 to go. And with 12 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, it was Khalil Green, a 3-yard touchdown run for Westinghouse to account for your scoring summary. Now it's time for stats, brought to you by the Brooks UR Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award. The award and accompanying scholarship is awarded to an athlete or athletes who competed in at least one full season in District 9 or District 10 and who display qualities of being a good person, leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. Find out more at yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award / congrats to 21-22 winner Selena Buttery. First for Central Clarion, Jace Ferguson, 8 of 13 through the air, 75 yards, and a touchdown to Tommy Smith, who had 84 yards for Jace Ferguson. Tommy Smith, 3 receptions for 35 yards. Ashton Rex, 5 for 40. And Ryan Hummel, 1 for 15 for Central Clarion. Connor Kopnitsky, 10 carries, 19 yards. Jace Ferguson, 9 carries, minus 11 yards. Of course, that includes sack yardage as well. For Westinghouse, it was Keyshawn Morcillo, 10 carries, 62 yards. Khalil Taylor, 9 carries for 49 yards. Sean Robinson, 12 for 33. Roderick Jeter, 7 for 35. It was, let's see here, Cameron Mitchell with 2 for 12, and Green, 3 for 24. That is Khalil Green for Westinghouse. Morcillo was, I read my own handwriting there, 7 of 10, 107 yards and a touchdown. Davon Jones, 3 receptions, 55 yards. Tamir O'Neal, 2 receptions, 52 yards. Jeter, 1 reception for 10 yards. Robinson, 1 reception for 10 yards. And Sincere Smith, 2 receptions for 17 yards for Westinghouse. It's time for your scoreboard, brought to you by Swift Kennedy & Company. Visit them online at swiftkennedyandco.com. District 9 Class 1A championship game. Port Allegheny is your District 9 Class 1A champion, a 21-14 winner over Brockway. So they will move on to face the winner of the Reynolds-Eisenhower District 10 title game. That game will be played tomorrow. And in the PIAA quarterfinals next week. Class 3A first round state playoffs. Central Martinsburg, a 35-6 winner over Clearfield. So the Bison season comes to an end. And over in District 10, Class 3A championship game, Grove City all over Slippery Rock, 42-17. That game late in the fourth quarter. So Grove City looks as if they will repeat as D10 Class 3A champions. Reminders, games tomorrow as well. In a game you can see on the YDL Sports Network, it'll be Eisenhower and Reynolds at 1 o'clock from Titusville's Carter Field for the Class 1A District 10 championship. And the Class 2A championship at 7 o'clock from Wilmington High School. We will feature Farrell versus Sharpsville. It's going to just about wrap it up here from Couple Stadium in Pittsburgh. Again, Westinghouse, a 44-8 winner over Central Clarion. Central Clarion's terrific season comes to an end at 10-2. Westinghouse improves to 12-0. They will take on, again, the winner of Farrell and Sharpsville in the PIAA quarterfinals next week. I just want to thank everyone here, all the staff from District 8, Couple Stadium, for the hospitality. Job well done. Thank all of our sponsors for a tremendous broadcast. Again, your final score, Westinghouse 44, Central Clarion 8. This is Andy Close signing off, saying have a wonderful weekend, everybody.